Mister, don't blame poor greedy John Deere. Everything wrong in the world is the union's fault. Farmer dude apparently didn't get enough. He had something more to say, so let's tune in.
This old boy proved my point. He said, well, I've been wearing a John Deere hat for all these years. They should send me a front end loader.
I said front wheel assist tractor. See this part right here? That's a loader. And the thing it's bolted onto, that's a tractor. Didn't realize that was something I was gonna have to explain to a farmer, but the world's full of surprises. Anyway, sorry, continue.
That right there, you think everybody at the top owes you something. They don't owe you shit. Who the hell do you think you are? John Deere should give you a fucking tractor?
You didn't get the joke? It was a video shit-talking John Deere. Well, mostly a video shit-talking your struggle bus of an attempt to blame everything in the world on unions, but also John Deere. And when I made the sarcastic comment that John Deere should send me a tractor or a skid steer, I did it with an international tractor and a Caterpillar skid steer in the background. Just to really underline the sarcasm, so you know anybody who hasn't been kicked in the head repeatedly by a cow would get it was a joke. But it was also an Easter egg joke for my longtime followers. Because a year ago, I hurt somebody's feelings, something I'm sure you can relate to, and they wanted to speak to my manager, so they emailed the company that was on the shirt I was wearing. I didn't actually happen to work there, it's just a shirt, but the company told me about it, so I made fun of them on the internet and explained how clothes work. And in that same video, I asked if they emailed John Deere too, because I wear their hat all the time, so I must be employed there. And then I made this joke. Side note to John Deere, while we're on the topic of employee appreciation, I could certainly put a front wheel assist utility tractor to some good use. Possibly a skid steer, or maybe both if you're feeling generous. And finish the video off with this joke. Anyway, back to you, John Deere. Think about it, you know, just would be a cool way to say thanks to your employee of the month right here. So I get if you didn't get that reference, but I thought that I made it clear enough that even if you weren't going to get that reference, you'd get that it was sarcasm. That's my bad. Next time I'll stick to knock-knock jokes so you know they don't go over your head. Was there anything else?
I went back on your TikTok page. You're back to 2022, which, believe me, was freaking painful.
You realize you chose to do that all by yourself. I mean, I didn't go back through any of your videos because I didn't find you nearly interesting enough, but I'm flattered, I guess.
What I see here is, number one, you're just trying to ride off of FarmerFran's success. Because you know that I have a way better account than you.
Oh, you wanted to choose violence. Well, I'll be your huckleberry. Tell me, Farmer Fran, did you choose that name because you sound slightly more annoying than the nanny? Or is it because your whole shtick and entire personality is yelling at your phone about cows and your budget Bieber haircut to make videos that are way more annoying than Fran from the nanny? And as a result, you are frantically trying to remain relevant. We may never know. Here's the thing, Miss Fine. You can't claim that your account's better than anybody's after you got dragged harder than a 16-bottom plow through rocky clay in the comments of your own video, and then Dirty deleted it when it got ratioed worse than the mix gas in an antique chainsaw. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, we done here, or is it something else?
You think the way that these union folks think. The people at the top should spread the wealth with everybody at the bottom.
Yeah, it's called fair wages. Big part of the reason unions exist. No, radical fucking concept, huh?
That starts with the C word.
Collective bargaining?
And it ain't cow.
Why would we have thought it was cow? Are your cows okay? Because you seem really unhealthily obsessed with them. Like, it seems like a toxic relationship with your livestock. You know cowpoke isn't a term you're supposed to take literally, right?
It is C-O-W, though.
C-O-W, like coward? Are you talking about coward? Like maybe somebody who would make a embarrassing video and then Dirty delete it?
Oh, everybody at the top should spread the wealth with people at the bottom. No, they should not. Yeah, I don't give a fuck that CEO is making $35 million a year. He's at the top of the fucking ladder. American dream, climb the ladder, fucking make something of yourself, and don't expect everybody to give it to you.
You know, they always say that farmers fold their hat bill up so tight so they can get their head in the mailbox to look for that government check, but it seems like you were so eager for your welfare, you just turned it around backwards. Just a little hint there, Farmer Fran, when your job is the most subsidized job in the world, telling the people whose hard-earned tax dollars go to pay for all that free money you just expect the United States government to give you to work harder and climb the corporate ladder and make something of themselves isn't a great look. On an unrelated note, I swung by your page here because people in my comments kept pointing out that you ironically had a GoFundMe asking people to give you money for medical bills or something. Seems like that mysteriously disappeared too. God, I had a point about that I thought was really relevant to this conversation, but I just can't quite reach my hand out and grab it.
That's my point here.
I didn't know you could have a point that was as sharp as a beach ball, but here we are.
He's just jealous. I'm a way better content creator. He's jelly belly what Farmer Fran has.
What, a bad taste in tractors and an awkward relationship with cows? Whatever you say.
I don't have to be here for 5 years or 3 years, whatever the hell.
I started in 2022. It's 2024. You don't even need to take your shoes off for this one. I have faith in you. How many years is that? Okay, we don't have all day. It's 2. The answer is 2 years.
But hey, you want to start a battle with Farmer Fran, pal? I'll do it.
Start? Sweet child of summer. It's over. It's been over. It was over when it took you 2 or 3 days, and the best comeback you could come up with was telling me that I was jealous of all of that. So take the advice of somebody who's been here 5 years, 3 years, whatever, and go back to playing with your cows and leave the socioeconomic TikToking to somebody who can at least count to 2.